Tony Zumak. Now, yours is a fabulous story, I have to say, because you're from Canada, but you now live in Scotland. How did that happen?
Well, after the Vancouver cycle, I was looking for a job in international sport, and one thing led to another. And at that time, the Scottish curling program and British curling program were looking for some new national coaches, and I applied, and that started a journey.
So is that why the Scots have been having a bit of success at curling, or GB even?
Yeah, I think we'd like to think we have a little bit to do with that, obviously, as coaches, but it means we have good athletes over here too, and they're all willing to adapt and take in some of the new things that we're trying to bring from other parts of the world, and we melded it all together, and hopefully we can come up with a successful program.
What does it mean to Glasgow and to Scotland to have the Commonwealth Games here?
Again, it's another shop window that gives some exposure to the younger people out there to recognize that, you know what, sports is a viable alternative to sitting on a couch and watching a big screen. Get off your duffs and become part of something and enjoy it. And it means a lot from a cultural point of view, and it also means a lot from an economical point of view as well.
And how long is it going to be before curling is the mega sport that it ought to be? I can remember staying up till heaven knows what time some years ago watching the Scottish women win.
That would have been 2002, and you're talking about Rona Martin. And yeah, you know what, I think that we just like to keep getting more and more exposure. And I think the last two Paralympics and Olympic Games have given us much more exposure. And I think that we're going to turn a niche sport into something that is absolutely mainstream. I mean, that's my goal. I want to keep employed in it, so I keep hoping that it's going to be around a long time.
And tell me a little bit about the wheelchair curling, which I have to say I found absolutely fascinating.
That is my sport. I'm responsible for the national program within wheelchair curling, and we have to be that much better because we don't have sweepers. So we like to say if the ABs have sweepers that help 20 to 25%, then we're 25% better than our counterparts.
Listen, can I wish you all the very best. Thanks for taking time to speak to me.
You're more than welcome. Enjoy the games.
I've got two gentlemen with me now. We're still in the centre of Glasgow. You are?
Andrew Gordon.
And?
David West.
And what are you doing over here? Let's start off with you, Andrew.
I'm with a group called the Gideons International, which is basically a Christian organisation giving out New Testament and Psalms to people in Glasgow who are willing to accept it.
Now, I take it from the accent that you guys are not from Glasgow.
No, certainly not. We are from Northern Ireland, County Fermanagh, Northern Ireland, so we've flew over here for a few days to give out some New Testaments, as Andrew said.
Before we get on to the stuff that you're doing here, tell me a little bit about the area that you're from in Ireland.
Well, it's a few less buildings, I'll be honest.
Is it right? It's a lot of farming.
It's a lot of farming down our way. It's a lot of farms.
We're both farmers, so our day-to-day routine is usually to do with cows and tractors and fields, not the concrete and buses and lots of people. So we're a bit out of our comfort zone today. But
have you seen any tractors as yet since you've been here?
No, we haven't. We're feeling a bit homesick at the minute now. So we are, you know.
Okay, tell me about this job that you're doing, giving out these New Testaments.
Yes. Well, basically we're just going around and getting to chat ordinary people on the street, and we're not forcing them on anything onto them. We're just sort of talking to them and asking them would they like a New Testament, and we're just telling them about God and how He loves each one of us, and that's basically it. So it's just a very gentle ministry, not trying to offend anyone, just basically whoever wants to really talk to us, that's all. You know.
And what kind of response are you getting?
We get a fairly positive response. Some people have politely declined, a lot of people have accepted the offer of a New Testament. A lot of people are aware of the Gideons and know of the work they do. It's not affiliated with any one particular church or denomination, so people seem welcoming to take it, but fairly good reception so far.
Now, the thing I know about the Gideons, if I'm correct, is that you guys put a Bible in every hotel room in the world. Am I anywhere close?
Yeah, well, we try to. Some hotels have refused it, but most hotels do. And yes, you're right, in the top drawer of the bedside locker in most hotels you can find a Gideon's Bible.
On the whole, most hotels are very open to it, so it's been great. So it's really very positive. We have to be very thankful.
Yeah. So when you guys go back to Northern Ireland and you have your debrief, what needs to happen here today and tomorrow and whenever else you're here for it to have been a success?
Well, obviously we can't really judge a success, you know, because as Gideons, I suppose it's our job to sow the seed, and it's we don't really know. We'll never know who really takes up the offer or takes it seriously. So it's hard to know, you know. So, but we'll just we have to pray for it, and that's what it's based on, prayer.
Well, can I thank you both very much indeed for taking the time to speak to me. I hope it's a success for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.